Okay. For our tea house, our little one-room tea house, you're going to need to open up Sketchup 2017 Pro or Pro 2017. This time, you want to choose a template. This time, the template is going to be meters. So choose the template. We're going to do architectural design meters. You can also use simple template. I'll do architectural. Start it. I have my AutoCAD open up right here so I can measure the dimensions. This is very similar to Farnsworth House in that it has a front or top and bottom slab. It's got nearly all glass all the way around. Very similar in those respects. So what we're going to do, go ahead and file, save. Oops. File, save as. I'm going to save it in my school drive. In this case, I'm not connected to it, so I have to use my jump drive. But you'll save it in your school drive. I'm going to call this Tea House SketchUp model. There it is. Now we're going to start with the base, just like the Farnsworth House. We'll start with the base somewhere over here. This time, since it's meters, we don't have to put feet or inches, anything. You just type in the numbers. It's all meters. So we're going to say 4.2, comma, 3.2. Enter. There's the base. The bottom of the base, we are going to extrude down, 0.1 meters. This is 0.1, that's 10 centimeters. Then what we're going to do, we're going to offset that little band that goes around like this. Right there. There's a little band of material right here. We're going to offset that. That is 0.1236. So where is it at? I've lost it. 0.1236. There it is. So I'm going to say offset 0.1236. It's a very weird dimension. I copied these floor plans off of the online plans, so it could be off a little bit because, there's no full set of plans online, just like pictures. So there's that. We're gonna offset again 0.15. That's going to be the edge of the glass. So we have this edge. This is the edge of the glass. And then the thickness of the glass, right here, that thickness, I don't remember, it is 0.0187. Very interesting. 0.0187. So we're going to offset that. 0.0187. So there's our thickness of the glass that we offset all the way around. Now we got to put all these mullions. They go around here. These mullions are interesting shape. They really like two H's put together because the glass goes in here. And you can see it wasn't traced very well. But instead of this, what we're going to do, we're going to pretend like this glass stops like right on the edge here. And we're just going to make these into plus signs. So it'll be a plus sign instead of this weird shape. And then the glass will stop at the edge. These plus signs, the box size of it is 0.07 by 0.07. So we're not going to go to the trouble of locating exactly where this corner starts. We're going to place it on this corner of the glass. So I know it's 0.07 by 0.07. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to make a fake one right over here off by itself. 0.07, comma, 0.07. And this will round up. The dimensions themselves aren't rounded, but it shows rounded. So there we go. There's our base. And then what we're going to do, we're going to make it into a plus sign by going around the corners. So we're just going to cut the corners off like this. And so far, you could get really, really technical and measure it. I've done this a couple times, and every one I make is slightly different. So we're not too technical on this one because this is your first major SketchUp project. So we're not measuring each undulation here. We're just, I know the overall size and I know what shape I want. So there's my plus sign. I want to put that on top of this corner. Now, but first, I figured out the best way to do it is actually extrude it before you put it on. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to extrude it. It's going to be 2 meters. So extrude and then 2. I'm going to then grab it all and turn it to group, right-click group, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it into place the best I can. I want that plus sign to come over the glass. So it needs to be covering the glass. So that way it needs to cover the glass, and it's covering the glass that way. So pretend like the glass is going in there. That's what we're doing. And it does snap a lot. Okay. Now what I can do, I have one that's a group. I can do is Control Move and just keep adding them across here. So I do Control Move and I bring another one. It's copying it. Now I don't know what the dimension is because I need to check. So I'm going to check right here. I'm going to go from the front of this mullion to the front of the next mullion. So distance. And once again, I'm not going to make a separate mullion for the door. You could. That's the correct thing to do, but we're not going to do that. So 1.0760. 1.0760. So I'm going to move it over along that dashed line. 1.0760. There's one. Do it again. We're going to do this, the door opening. Distance. That side to that side. It is 1.4835. 1.4835. Same thing. Control Move. 1.4835. So that's the door opening. We're going to have a little bit here. Control Move. And we'll do it again. This distance here. 7384. And then that one is, I don't remember that. So 0.7384. Okay, 0.7384 down that line. 0.7384. And then we're going to just line that one up the best you can. Look at the cursor control. The best you can so it's covering that corner like that. Now we got that one. It's exactly the same as the bottom one. So we go here. This is the same as this one. This one has a door. This one doesn't. And same thing over here. This one has no door. This one's got two extra mullions right here and right here. But these center mullions are the same. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab all these with Control. And press Control Move. And I'm going to drag them down. There we go. And copy them down here. It should cover the glass. Like that. So now I got two sides done already. Now I just need this side and this side. And this side and this side. So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit because you already know how to make the mullions. You're gonna have to measure where these mullions go and just copy them over like that. Then what you're gonna do is let me go back to here. Go in here and we got T. Okay, there it is. So this is the one I started adding glass to. You're going to start adding glass in between those panes. And what you can do is you can trace with a pencil tool from midpoint to midpoint. Now this is where the door is, because that's on top, but we can go from here to here. Go from midpoint to midpoint, all the way down, all the way around, up, and it should close it off and make a pane. There you go. I made it yellow. You do the same thing all the way around. You'll add some more mullions here. There's 4 more here and 2 more on that side. Where's the other one? I will open up the other one for the next part. I have a more completed one so I can show you how to fix it.